How do you see tonight's matchup?
I know, you know what, it's interesting. Villanova clearly deserves to be the favorite. They've been as impressive as any team in recent tournament memory, the way they've shot it, they've defended at a better level. But you go back and sometimes these overwhelming or large favorites in a one-game situation run into a team that plays good enough to beat them. And Michigan has that capacity and capability. They defend at a good level. They've got a very versatile and mobile and skilled big guy in Mo Wagner. The key is going to be, can Michigan defend, but more importantly, can they score well enough from multiple positions to keep up with that high-octane offense of Villanova. And I think it's doable, but it's going to take a lot of pieces moving well together to make it happen.
What makes Villanova so great, do you think, Clark?
Well, they can put 5 guys on the floor, Rich, that can all shoot it legitimately. 7 of their guys shoot between 35 and 45% from the three-point line, and 2 of those guys are big guys, Pascal and Spellman. And it really puts teams in a dilemma because very rarely do you have one big guy mobile enough to defend on the perimeter, let alone 2. And those guys are legitimate shot makers from the 3, play bigger than they are. They're not that tall, Pascal and Spellman, but they're long, they're physical, they're strong, and they're bouncy. And so they can play bigger than they are, and they shoot it like small guys.
Yeah, Pascal with 24 points on 10 of 11 shooting.
Now, that was a little beyond his norm. He's probably the worst of the three-point shooters.
Oh, God, against Kansas.
And he's in the 34-35% range, okay? So, and Spellman is up over 40, legitimately. I mean, and this is not a small sample size. This guy has made a big number, a huge number of threes. And, people talk about they made 18 of them. They average 11 makes a game. On the year, 40% as a team. So while that was above the norm, it's not that far off from what they typically do. They've had a handful of games where they've been the Texas Tech game, a case in point, where they've been sub 30% shooting threes. But by and large, they're shooting between 40 and 55% from that three-point line 80% of the time.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.